Hello everyone, welcome back for episode 3 of Going Medieval, the Lone Wolf scenario. The last episode we built a little kitchen area and started planning for an entertainment area for our settlers. And we are almost in the middle of the winter. Seasons in this game actually have 12 days. So day 6 will be exactly the middle of winter. Our settler is pretty busy preparing all the meals for us. So we have roasted meat piles. They are decaying because the roof is not ready yet, so we will need to prioritize that accordingly. 4 days until rot, 6 days until they compile. That's fine. That should be enough food to hold us for the winter. 13, yes. Even for 2 or maybe even 3 settlers if we were lucky enough to get a third one. Actually in the game, speaking of new settler, Eleanor didn't stop looking over her shoulder, but it was the bleeding wheals around Eleanor's ankles that gave her away as a prisoner on the run. Will you conceal her? They may have been followed. So the game will give us 2 choices. Do we want to take her in, or do we want to let her on her own to survive? So we can see what her skills are and see if she will be helpful for our little settlement. So she's a passionate intellectual, which will be handy for research. She is pretty mediocre on everything else. She has a high skill in tailoring, which could come in handy later on. I think we're gonna take her for the time being. We need every extra hand we can get. So we will accept her. Now, if we look at Eleanor, she's actually wearing clothes. That's good. That's progress. Health. She has a bruised arm, which we need to take care of. Her mood is decent. Let's have a look at what perks she has. So she's sluggardly. She's always tardy, always tired. She's not really punctual and is slow to get things done. So she's pretty slow at moving around, and she's ruthless. Is extremely candid and doesn't suffer fools gladly. Those who can't handle the unvarnished truth tend to steer clear. She's a bit of a character, isn't she? And she's a hopeful cobbler with a good plus on tailoring and medicine. So every time we get a new settler, we have to arrange the priorities of their jobs. So tent and convalescence will become one, same with hauling. Since research is very important to her, we're going to make that a priority too, even though we don't have one at the moment. We don't have a research stable. And she will act more as a filler for the time being, doing any other job as needed. There is no actual priority to what she will do. As for schedule, we're just going to press copy and paste the same schedule that Christiana has. And manage, we want her also to have an aggressive stance. We want her to use any weapon we have available, any headgear we have available, and any armor. And we only want her to eat meals. So let's resume the game. She will head back and try to get some rest. Speaking of which, let's look at... Aha! Looks like our clay brazier is not complete. So when Eleanor is done, she will need to get some clay from somewhere. Is there any clay around here? That's iron. Those are sticks. More sticks. Are you clay? No, you're limestone. Clay right here. So we want this. Actually, if you double click on the clay pile, it will highlight any other available within your screen. So we will just toggle and allow those to be picked up. 59 should be enough for what we want to build. Eleanor is getting a bit of rest. She's convalescing to heal, and Christiana is going to tend to her wounds. Cool, so the bruised arm will go away in about a day. That's good. Now, do you have plenty of sticks? We do, so I can easily cover this area with weaker floors, so specific resources do not decay. Let's do that. And later we will just need to build a bit of a roof over here. See, already the wooden buckler is decaying due to the lack of a roof. Let's see, pick up a weapon. She did, very good. So, since she's a runaway, there are enemies that are coming to reclaim her. So we have 1 day and 4 hours to prepare ourselves for their inevitable attack. According to the game, there are going to be 2 forest bandits, which shouldn't be too difficult to defend against. And also, Eleanor, I believe, is a restitutionist. So she's going to need a different shrine to pray to. So both of them are getting a little bit of sleep. And I see we're still using clay because of those walls. Okay. As long as... if they are too cold, they can actually start losing health because they are freezing to death. But it looks like they are both doing very good. That's good. Christiana looks happy. She's happy because she had some good food. She likes the job she's doing, and she slept in her own quarters. And because we accepted someone else in the settlement, she's quite keen on that. Very good. And now we have a bit of heating on this room as well. Excellent. Over up here on the top right corner, we can see how much food and how much other resources we have. So we have 31 roasted meat, so that should be about 15 days worth of food, considering it won't decay for our settlers. They are building now the roof. 11 hours until we get attacked. We do not know which side they're going to attack us from, but that's okay. In the next few episodes, we're going to build some sort of basic defenses to protect ourselves from them. And now the Bagamon table is getting built. Perfect. So now during their leisure time, they can go play Bagamon with each other and get a form of medieval entertainment. Suffering from the cold. Yes, Eleanor was very, very cold. She still has a bruised arm. This hasn't gone away just yet. And is our food now properly protected? Yes. So the nutritional value is 95, which is a lot more than just a raw piece of meat, which is 30. And the shrine is ready. Perfect. And their entertainment needs are now fulfilled. When their mood is actually over 80%, I believe, 85%, they get their name changes into green to indicate that they are very, very happy. So they're going to get some sleep, and there come the enemies. Violent extortionists, Jailbird. The swarthy jailers wanted your villager, Eleanor, and they wanted them now. They had to pay for their crimes, or your whole village would pay. It was up to you. They look pretty tough on the artwork over here. So we can choose to hand her to them, um, or we can defend her. Of course, we're going to defend her because she's now part of our little village, of our little settlement. You stood your ground, refusing to give in to their demands. Orgarswick. Folk took up arms, making ready for battle. So one of them has a club and the other one has a sword. And he has an interesting mustache as well. So they take a moment until they actually start raiding you. So I'll take this time to let my guys get a little bit more sleep so they're not too cranky when they get up. When you're under attack, you can only move the speed into twice as fast, never as 3 times as fast. The game will not allow you. See, now that says the enemies have started their attack, they located us and they are charging towards us. So I'm gonna select my 2 villagers, select draft, move them out of here. So I think we will attack this guy first. So he is heading for our butchering table. He's up there. Okay, so we're gonna get Christiana to target him from far away, and Eleanor to just stand here to distract him. So during an attack, you don't really need to kill both of them. You just need to kill majority of the enemies. So the other one is now going to run away. The beleaguered settlers came under attack in the winter of 1353. Their ordeal continued for 2 hours and 7 minutes. Mercifully, our settlers survived the raid. Once our enemies died during the fight. Christiana Vernon was the bravest of the settlers, dealing the most blows to the foes. Thankfully, no settler was hurt by enemy weapon. So we'll press OK. So you see Eleanor is still stabbing the poor guy, and Christiana is still targeting them. So I'll just let them try to kill them while we deal with this over here. We will allow them to pick these items up, and that's free winter clothes for us, a savage wood mask, and a cudgel, a club. Can we kill him in time? No, we cannot. That's okay. Remove the undraft. And now we have a body, which we need to get rid of. So let's go into miscellaneous. Let's build a pyre right here, which we will use to burn the bodies. Our guys do not like seeing dead bodies and they'll get a negative moodlet from it. So we need to get rid of those bodies as soon as possible. So Eleanor is going to bring that new outfit into the stockpile. How are we going on clay? We got 24, 5, and 4. We don't have too much, but we have some. Okay. Christiana is going to build the pyre now. Let's go up to 3 speed. See, now Christiana's name changed into green. She's a very, very happy settler. Eleanor is getting some food, and the pyre is ready. Again, same logic with the production. 1 human carcass and 10 fuel will produce 250 ash, which is a high amount of ash. Again, we're gonna make this forever because I want to burn everyone, and we're going to do something different, something a little bit tricky here. We're gonna go on edit production, and we will go on the fuel and say, I do not want you to use wood to burn them. I use wood a lot for production, so I'd rather use 10 pieces of stick or coal to burn this the remnants of this enemy. Our wooden buckler decomposed because we don't have a roof. Do we have any more clay around? Or it's time to... So there is a bit of clay here. I'm gonna pick this up. A few more sticks here. That's a lot of stone. More stone, sticks, iron. Let's go hunt this deer. What are all those items? So we have a lot of clay here. Okay, so double clicking on the clay, we'll select all of them and then allow, so the hand goes away. It should be plenty of clay to get started. So let's pick a bit of, let's build a storage house. Let's build it 10 long, 10 by 10, will be too big, I think. Yes, let's just make it 10 by 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's make it by 8, yes. Can always extend it later. And for a roof, I'm going to actually place a regular roof, which will be a wicker roof. We got plenty of sticks, so might as well take advantage of them. Stability is not a problem here because they are 6 apart. So that's enough for them to balance off each other. And this extra wall at the back is assisting with it. And we do not really need an entrance over here because it's just a stockpile. We're going to click on our stockpile and we're going to expand the zone right here because we want to utilize all this area. And lastly, we will have to place wicker floor all over here to protect the items inside. This will keep our guys busy for a bit. And her mood is going up and up and up. We are on the 7th day of winter. Christiana's culinary skill just leveled up. Excellent. We burn the body and the ashes over here. Takes a fair amount of time, about 9 days to decompose. And I think that's where we will stop for episode 3. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.